Hey, welcome to A Game for Your Nightmares. Today we're talking about Scooby Doo Mystery Mayhem. So, Scooby Doo Mystery Mayhem follows Scooby and Shaggy as they're solving a mystery and come across this book called the Tome of Doom. And in the Tome of Doom, they figure out that it can suck up ghosts, that it's used to defeat ghosts, but it's missing some pages. From there, Scooby and the gang solve a series of mysteries that are kind of seem separate, but in the end are connected in one giant scheme and overall mystery. It's really cool. So the story of Scooby Doo Mystery Mayhem is a cliche Scooby Doo mystery, and when I say that, that is far from a negative thing. I love the Scooby Doo series, and this game just encapsulates the spirit of that perfectly. It's a very simple mystery to the core, but the humor and just the style of the show, and just actually some pretty interesting things, make this a really awesome game and just a really cool Scooby Doo adventure. Well, this game didn't have any big twists or big surprises. It was fun just to see Scooby and Shaggy interact with this Tome of Doom, kind of have something to fight back against the ghosts, so it was really cool to kind of see them have a weapon to fight against their greatest fear. Also, some Scooby snacks help along the way, but it's okay. One thing that was a bummer is that figuring out the mystery in this game wasn't too hard. It was really easy to see who it was kind of right from the start, especially in each individual mysteries. It's not that big of a surprise. This is because really the game introduces you to two characters, someone who calls the gang to solve the mystery and then a disgruntled employee. I bet you can guess exactly who it was. Also, if you are able to kind of recognize voice actors behind a mask, you can usually figure it out pretty well. So really a lot of factors are going against figuring out the mysteries. I really wish they would have enhanced the mysteries and made them a little bit more mysterious. And that way you kind of had to figure them out, collect clues along the way. And then at the end of the level, you had to guess who it was and figure it out. And if you figure it out, then you can get some character art or some new upgrades. Something like that would have been really cool and just really made the mysteries a little bit more engaging. But for a Scooby-Doo mystery, this game was pretty awesome and it had me laughing pretty consistently. And the voice actors are from the show, so they all do a really good job in the voice acting department. For gameplay, this is a very different Scooby-Doo adventure in comparison to something like Night of 100 Frights that is more of a platformer, and this one's definitely more of an adventure game where you have to run around the world and explore and solve puzzles and find clues and just kind of advance. It was really different and it was really cool. This worked really well for me. It reminded me a lot of Luigi's Mansion where you're exploring a place and fighting ghosts when you get to certain areas and solving puzzles, and it was really cool. None of these puzzles were like super difficult, but they had moments where you really did have to look around and find a solution or really explore the world and see what's going on. It was just really cool and just fun to kind of do something different with the Scooby-Doo game. There are fun mini games or alternate sections where you do something a little different. For example, the minecart ride in the Weird Wild West level was actually really cool. It was just kind of a fun way to mix things up and also kind of just have some fun with itself and just really throw some of that Scooby-Doo charm. It's great. Catching ghosts with the Tome of Doom, like I said, is very reminiscent of Luigi's Mansion, but it's not a total ripoff, and I really appreciated that. Well, the idea of catching ghosts with an object is the same. It's not gameplay functionality, it's not the same. In Scooby-Doo, you have to mash buttons and dodge the ghosts' offensive attacks, and I thought it was cool, and I did really like the variety of ghosts. It was fun to just see the different types, and there was even some ghosts you couldn't fight until you found their page, so you were defenseless against certain ghosts, and it was really kind of intense and really engaging. And like I said, it was overall just really fun. One thing I do wish is if you could get like upgrades and find special pages hidden in like secret areas that you could find, and it really enhance your like book powers, whether it be that you can suck up ghosts faster, or you have juice longer, or that you're a little bit more mobile. Things like that would have been really cool and kind of rewarding for the player too for kind of going out of the way and exploring. I thought that would have been really awesome and really benefited the gameplay overall. The worlds or episodes you go through are actually pretty cool. They each are very different from each other aesthetically and the different types of ghosts you can catch, so it was really cool to just see a lot of variety in the levels. No two levels were the same, and each had their own ideas and functionalities that just made each one different from each other, and I really appreciated that. When you get to the end of an episode, you have a boss that awaits you, and this is where you figure out who did it. And these boss fights are actually pretty cool and a good conclusion to each episode. One sees you running through a maze of constantly moving bookshelves where you have to catch all the ghosts. Another sees you running through an obstacle course where you have to dodge pebbles. And another one is where you have to save the gang from an out-of-control merry-go-round. It's just really cool as they fit really well with what you were doing in the world, and also just this fun conclusion. Like I said, it satisfies the boss fight requirement. Check. It's good to go. It was really neat and just fun little boss fights that weren't difficult or too terribly like interesting, but they were still fun, and just that's what it was. It was fun. Graphically, this is like a standard PS2 title. It's like graphics are pretty good for the time, and they haven't aged poorly, and they haven't aged too great either. And it just fits really well, like the aesthetic and the style just really fits really well with the Scooby-Doo theme and style, and it's just a really solid experience. In the end, I really did enjoy Mystery Mayhem. I do feel like it gets overshadowed by Night of 100 Frights, but it's still a really enjoyable experience, and I feel like it does a good job of standing on its own. And it is a really fun Scooby-Doo game that just had cool mysteries and fun charm, and the writing and the humor is just all there. Everything you love about Scooby-Doo, this game has. And it just has really enjoyable gameplay and a variety of levels. That's all just really fun. I did wish that you could get like upgrades and kind of improve your characters a little bit and kind of like a sense of progression, but overall I still feel like this game was really solid, and like I said, just a really fun Scooby-Doo title that just really does a great job of capturing what we love about Scooby-Doo. So in the end, I absolutely think you should try out Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem. It may be kind of a weird one to try to find, but if you have it, dust off that PS2 and let's give it another go, because Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem is absolutely worth playing. Hey, thank you so much for watching A Game for Your Nightmares. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you want to let me know down in the tombs below, what did you think about Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem? And if you want to sell me your soul and subscribe to the channel, that'd be very much appreciated. And if you want to see more of me, I'm over at Twitch at twitch.tv/agameforyourthoughts. I'm streaming there all the time, and I'm just dying to see you there. Thanks again for watching A Game for Your Nightmares. I hope you have a very spooky day, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.